What if I say open source LM has just destroyed OpenAI and all its hype created through the series of launches back in December? Well, that's happening with the release of a new Chinese language model called Deepseek. Deepseek is an open source language model and its latest version, version 3, is just released back in December. With coming from a Chinese firm without any kind of external funding, this open source model is surpassing almost all the closed model, including ChatGPT 4o and Claude in most of the use cases. But open sourcing a language model does not make it superior if it's not good at performance. So let's talk about the performance and structure of DeepSeek 3. Starting from the model architecture, DeepSeek version 3 is a mixture of experts. I mean, this is not a single big model, but it is consists of different small models. So each model is trained for a specific task. For the model 1 is trained for math problems, second model is trained for coding, and the third for creative writing, and all these combined make a complete DeepSeek. It costs you somewhere about 5.5 million US dollars, and it's about 685 billion parameters in size, which is absolutely insane for a free model, and that's a bad point too, because we cannot run it locally because it's too big in the size, and the only place where it hosted right now is DeepSeek official website, and we are going to access it from the official website. DeepSeek has also published their technical report on GitHub for all of the users, so if you are interested in learning that how a language model is built and how it works, make sure to check it out. You can find the link below in the description. A language model, even it's paid or free, is nothing if it does not justify its price. So let's talk about the pricing and performance comparison of DeepSeek version 3. Well, DeepSeek is absolutely free for all kind of users, but its API has a pricing plan. So on the x-axis we have a price for 1 million token, and on the y-axis we have the score. And DeepSeek has surpassed ChatGPT 4.0 and it's sitting with the Claude 3.5 Sonnet, which actually justify its price. And it's literally about 40%, more than 40% cheaper than ChatGPT 4.0, and it's good in results from ChatGPT 4.02. So I mean, it's actually good for open source model to reach on this kind of level if it's just new in the market. Well, that's enough for the theory. Let's dive into the practical stuff. We can access DeepSeek on their official website. The homepage is pretty much simple, and on the right top we have a button to change the language. You can transform through Chinese and the English. Two languages are available here. The homepage is pretty much simple. If we scroll a bit below, we'll find like here's again the comparison between different other models. I don't know why Gemini is not here, but it's okay. Here we have two options: to first to access API, and the second to if you want to start chat now. Let's click on start chat now, and here we need to create account, or we can log in direct through the Google. I'm going to log in direct through the Google. Here we have to solve a little quiz. I mean this one. Okay, fine. Now we are going to into login process. Okay, here is the main interface. It's just like ChatGPT, and you know what? The main features are just on the home screen right here. On the left side, we have a history tab. We can hide it too, and okay, here is a message box. So let's start the test and ask it. For very first question, we ask from every LLM, who are you? Okay, it said it's DeepSeek version 3. Sometime I don't know why, but it says I am ChatGPT 4.0. I don't know why. Many people in the community on the X has noticed it that sometimes when we ask it who are you, it says I am ChatGPT 4.0. Maybe because it's trained on ChatGPT 4.0 data, but I don't know why. What's the reason? But I think it's fixed now. It's good to go. Okay, we are now chatting with the right version we want. Now let's understand the interface first, and then we'll go toward the test. Here we have a deep link feature just like ChatGPT 1 model, and then we have a web search option. Here we have option to attach files. It says we can upload 50 files and 100 MB in size of each file maximum. But during the test we have found that it actually does not accept those files. It accepts like 5 files or maybe 7 files when we upload a huge number of files, and if the size is about somewhere about 2 MB 3 MB, it just decline and ask us to remove the files, or it simply provides a less in the results. So it also says in the last line text extraction only, which means it can only extract text from images. So if we attach an image, if image has text it can extract. Otherwise, if image does not have any kind of text, it cannot extract, it cannot understand, it cannot interpret what type of image is this. So let's start with the image type first. Click here. I'm going to select an image of heart which has literally nothing, no text, and see if it is able to understand it or not. It's processing the image and it says no text extracted. Let's ask a prompt, and it says failed to submit because as it was unable to fetch the text from the image, that's why it's not even along the query. So now let's add another image of heart which has some text over it. It's uploading and it's now interpreting, parsing it. Here you can check the image here. This is the image, it has all the labels with it in the form of text. And now ask what is in the image. Okay, the image appears to be diagram of a human heart. It understood the image is a diagram of the heart, but before this, when there was no any kind of text over the image, it was unable to understand. So it's clear that it can only understand and interpret the image which has text over it. Then we have web search option. Now, let's ask it a question and check out that if the web search option is actually working or not. Let's hit enter. Okay, I asked for when the XAI changed the Grok's logo. It changed a few days back, and let's see if it's able to fetch the latest data or not. Well, it got it. It says on January 25, the XAI changed the logo of Grok. That's true, and it has passed the search text it's providing citations to, and it says it got this result from 38 websites. That's cool. And then we have a deep think option for the reasoning tasks, just like one model. We can ask complex questions from using this option, and it will just think for each of the each of the query. It will go each of the step to understand the query and to provide the results. Now let's test the coding. I asked it to create an interactive quiz using HTML. Now let's see if it's able to make the quiz or not. We have another option here to run the HTML just like Claude 3.5 Sonnet. That's good enough. That's good too. Now click on run, and here is the quiz. We have a title here, and then we have 4 options for each of the quiz. Now let's put random here. Okay, it says you have scored 0 out of 3. Now let's change some questions and see if it's able to understand or not. Okay, we got 3 out of 3. It means the quiz is working totally fine, and it also surpassed the test of coding. Now let's see if it's able to understand a file completely or not. I'm uploading Deepseek technical report. Now let's see if it's able to understand it or not. Now I put a simple prompt. Provide me a summary of this PDF. Now let's see if it's able to provide a complete summary or not. It actually found the text in from the PDF. Deepseek version 3 is a large mixture of experts, which actually the file says. And but here I found something like it's not providing a complete summary. This is too short for this kind of a PDF. This file is too big, but it's only provided a few pages of summary. That's not too good. I think we need to go through a lots of prompts to this file is too big, 53 pages, but the summary is just too short. I think we need to go through a lot of prompts to fetch the complete summary, to fetch the complete results in case we want some deep results from the documents attached. Now let's talk about the API. If you click access API, right now it's on the sale, and the original price for input tokens is $0.07 per 1 million tokens, but right now it's at 0.014 for 1 million tokens, so it's really cheap. Make sure if you want to test this, you can simply like you can put some dollars into it and you can test it completely. This platform is for me good to go for a beginner, for a user who want some decent results with low cost. There are lots of improvement required. There are lots of things to understand. There are lots of things to handle for this model. But as a start and as an open source model, that's good enough. So that's for the today's video. Make sure to hit the subscribe button if you are interested in more tutorials like this. Thank you.